Welcome to Bible Shorts, Episode 9. Jacob meets the God of Abraham and Isaac. Well, remember in last week's episode, we met two twin brothers, Jacob and Esau. They are the grandchildren of Abraham and Sarah, and their mom and dad are Isaac and Rebekah. Jacob, with the help of his mother, tricked his father Isaac into giving him a blessing intended for his older brother Esau. Esau, when he found out, was livid. And Rebekah, fearing for Jacob's life, says to her son, you need to go to my brother in the north and stay there until Esau calms down. So the story now picks up that Rebekah, who's kind of manipulative, isn't she? She goes to her husband Isaac and says, those wives of Esau, those local girls, they drive me nuts. And if Jacob marries one of these local girls, I don't know what my life will be worth. So Isaac calls his son to him and tells him, yes, he should go north, go to his mother's brother, Laban, and look for a wife from the family there. And so they sent Jacob off. Well, notice this is very different from when Abraham sent a servant north to Abraham's family to look for a bride for Isaac. Remember, that servant had 10 camels loaded with all kinds of presents, gold and silver and fine clothes. And Jacob appears not to have anything. And the story goes on that it's getting dark and he's headed north and he decides to go to sleep. And it sounds like he's sleeping outside. And he uses a big rock for a pillow. And he goes to sleep and he has this weird dream. He dreams that a staircase or a ladder comes down from heaven and angels are coming up and down this staircase or ladder. God is either standing beside him or up at the top of the ladder or staircase, depending on which translation of the Bible you read. And God says, I am the God of Abraham and the God of Isaac. And this land that you're sleeping on, I'm going to give to you and to your descendants. And your descendants will be like the dust of the earth. I will basically going to bless you, and all the nations of the earth will be blessed by you. And you're going, wow, this is almost the exact same thing that God was always telling Abraham, right? Then God adds something different. He says, know that I am with you and will keep you wherever you go and will bring you back to this land, for I will not leave you until I have done what I have promised you. And Jacob wakes up and he goes, whoa, this is like a really special place. This is like the house of God. This is like the gateway to heaven. Oh. So he puts the rock he was using as a pillow upright, pours a little oil on it as a sacrifice to God, and he makes a vow. Jacob, being Jacob, says, well, if God does what he's promised, if he is with me and keeps me and gives me food to eat and clothes to wear, and if he brings me back here in peace to my father's house, then he can be my God. If this is so much different than the way Abraham would react to God, right? And The rock that I have set up for a pillar will mark this place, and this place shall be called Bethel, the house of God. So why is God picking Jacob for this promise to Abraham? Why is he using Jacob? What is it about Jacob? I mean, Jacob's like a liar and a trickster, and he's not very honest, right? Why is God going to use him? Isn't that one of the mysteries? Is that God has his own reasons. God knows our heart. God sees things about us that maybe we don't even realize. And what is it about Jacob? Look for episode 10. It's Jacob's turn to be tricked.